Almost since the beginning of civilization, where there weren't the methods that we have today to study the sky, many people already believed that the celestial bodies could somehow influence on our personality and on their way we live. The Chinese, the Babylonian, the Hindus, and the Aztecs, all of them developed complex astrological systems that had great influence on their lives. Later, this Babylonian astrology was taken to Greece, and from there it was spread all around the Mediterranean Sea, especially to Egypt, where it was mixed to the Decanic astrology. And after all this modification by many cultures, was born the Hellenistic astrology. Later on, the Egyptian astronomer and astrologer Ptolemy would write his book Tetrabiblos, that is now the base for what we call the Western modern astrology. Modern astrology is a complex system of angles, planets, ascendants, and descendants that we shall not discuss here today. The main point of this talk is one of the most basic aspects of popular newspaper astrology, not the professional one. And why does it have two major astronomical failures? The sun sign astrology. It should be based in the position of the sun in the day and time that someone is born. As the Earth does its revolution around the sun goes through 13 constellations, and those 13 constellations are what we call the signs of the zodiac. Wait, wasn't that 12? No, it isn't. Actually, one constellation was forgotten. In the first half of December, the sun enters the constellation of Ophiuchus, popularly known as Serpentarius. So, if you were born in the first days of December, you probably fit in there and not in Sagittarius. But that's not all. The Greek astronomer Hipparchus discovered a phenomenon called the axial precession. The Earth spins around its axis of rotation, but this axis also spins around another axis that is perpendicular to Earth's orbit. That movement around this perpendicular axis is what we call the axial precession. This creates an apparent movement of the stars that, as the years go by, appear in different places, but the sun is in effect. So, let's look at some images. This chart and popular astrology says that someone who is born today and the last week of June should be of the sun sign of Cancer. However, as we can see on these images taken on Skyview yesterday, the sun is still leaving Taurus and entering Gemini. That's something it should have done 1 month ago. Why is that happening? The sun is actually becoming late. Because of the axial precession, every 2,000 years, the sun gets one constellation late because the stars change its position. So, since Ptolemy wrote his Tetrabiblos 2,000 years ago, the sun is 1 month behind where it was, and also one constellation behind. So, those are two astronomical failures of the popular horoscope. Of course, this has nothing to do with the professional astrology, where astrologers actually study the real position of the celestial bodies. So, this shows that this popular newspaper astrology that we know today can be considered an actual empirical science, because it's more about belief than actual science and facts. Thank you.